What is up, Finland Nation? I'm your host, Killer Tupistar. Before we get into the news, you might already see, but we are currently undergoing renovations, so my setup is in the middle of nowhere. Anyways, let's get right into the news! Our topics for today are Dibin banned for the third time, Ducksome John Moons hacker convinces Hoofer to mute them, the secret item will be added to Oaklands if Cheesecorp reaches 100k cheese, TD server goes into lockdown due to the actions of one. Daily is a server moderator again. Custom 1-in-1 metal pipe vinyl has been traded away. Alright everybody, I'm gonna try to keep this short, as this person has been in every single T-drama episode so far. I mean, that should say something. Anyways, I'm starting to get tired of it, though on the bright side, this might be the end of the dive-in tale. We all know who they are, controversial figure and alleged richest player in Oaklands. If you don't, here's a quick summary of what they have done. For anyone unaware, Dibin received their first ban after bypassing the N-word in the Discord server, and their second ban came from harassing a member in TD with a friend, targeting them by going into Oak Market posts and stealing their trades by offering more than them, along with making fun of them. Basically, this person got banned again for the third time for breaking Oak Market rules, lying about prices of products. No matter how many times they are booted out, they just keep coming back. Hopefully, this is the last time they are mentioned on the show. On the 21st, Moon started acting weird. Instead of the regular "kill everybody" persona, they instead sent a message telling everyone not to trust anything they say in the next 48 hours as they've been hacked. But this is a little confusing, as immediately after this, the supposed Moon, as we have no way to confirm whether this was actually the hacker or they themselves, requested Hoofer to mute them for 48 hours. Now, if you are paying attention, you can see the problem in this. I call it the Moon paradox. If you are told not to trust anything a person says, then they immediately ask you to do something. Do you trust them or do you not? Only the greatest philosophers can answer this question. In-game news time, Cheesecorp. If you haven't heard of it, it is this about a year-old project started by Shinko, where they just gather a bunch of cheese, either by themselves, workers, or donations, sort it, and store it. They recently gathered up 50k cheese, which is an awesome achievement, as props to them. Now, here's a little something special. Hoofer has promised to add an exclusive item in honor of Cheesecorp if they reach 100k cheese. So, if you ever find yourself gambling for neon cheese and have a bunch of leftover cheese, consider donating those to Cheesecorp. You can find their post in Oakspace in the TD Discord server. This next topic really is something, by far the biggest we've had. It all started here. This VR guy offered to pay somebody with Robux instead of in-game money during a trade. Well, surprise, surprise, their offer got rejected. But instead of just taking the L and moving on after being banned, they completely lost it. Like literally, cartoon steam coming out of nose mode. This guy makes a baffling choice of joining the server on alt accounts and doxing developers of the game who weren't even involved in this case. Like seriously, what is the logic behind that? How does that even make sense? Some users were speculating that they did this to get a bigger reaction, known developer compared to active goober. Regardless of that, this guy just kept them alt accounts coming. Every time one account got banned, another appeared. It's like a Hydra's head. You know the "Hi, my name is Carmen Winstead" meme?
Hi, my name is Carmen Winstead. I'm 17 years old.
It was literally that, just with the info of developers. Here's a short, high-effort recreation of it.
Hi, my name is Carmen Winstead. I'm 17 years old.
Note this happened like 20 times in the span of 5 hours, so just rewind this part of the video 20 times and imagine yourself seeing one of those every 0.07th of a minute. Apparently, this guy bought up a database of password guest Discord accounts, though this is just speculation. Things got so bad in the server that staff had to disable invites and lock down all channels, literally every single one, well, except for Oak Market and Oak Space for a short while, until those channels got unlisted. People were freaking out, wondering what was going on. It was literally a ghost town. All of this because of one guy, a single person, who could not handle being told no. Imagine what 10 dedicated people like that could do. Back to some server news. Daily, the #1 yapper, the one and only from New Zealand, not to be confused with the blind guy Icy Daily, is back as a server moderator. Yes, you heard that right. They have returned to wield the mighty banhammer again after that conflict from a while ago. I have decided to invite them to the show for a couple questions. So, everybody, please welcome Daily with Triple Ys. How are you feeling? How does it feel to be back?
I feel pretty good. I'm glad to be back on the moderation team, and I'm glad that I get to keep help with keeping TD moderated again.
How did you do it? How are you back as a server mod?
One thing, I will admit that my demotion was mostly my fault. I was pretty immature in regards to it, and I've owned up to my mistakes. As for how I got moderator back, I simply asked Hoofer if I could be moderator. Moderators are usually handpicked by community managers, though, so I wouldn't recommend asking them for a moderator.
And one final question. You told me that it rains almost constantly in New Zealand. Do people over there just carry umbrellas everywhere? Or are they all soggy and wet every time they walk into buildings?
I get asked this question all the time. I got you. The secret behind New Zealand is that our skin actually repels water, and that it will never get wet. If you submerge one of us in a body of water, right, we'll come out emerging completely dry. I hope that answers your question.
Awesome. Thank you very much for your time here. Thank you for joining us here. Hope you have a nice rest of the day. Goodbye. Remember that custom 1-in-1 metal pipe vinyl from our previous episode that Tony owns? Well, it has been traded away to Board, the #1 trader in TD, for a gramophone and 3.5 million cash. The top traders in the community are speculating whether this was a good deal or not, but only time will tell. Board seems to be regretting this deal and even considering quitting after they learned that the custom vinyl machines might be coming back to everyone and are hurrying to resell it. Guys, did you enjoy this video? If you did, slap a like on it. If you're new here and you want to keep up to date on all these news, you gotta subscribe, you gotta hit notifications. As soon as I get the scoop, I'm gonna keep you in the loop.